What's up, guys? Sam here. Today on the Stadia Show, we're talking about 10 games that you should play via the Stadia Pro subscription for the month of June 2021. A lot of these games are absolutely amazing, and surprisingly, even play well with touchscreen controls on the go. So, with that said, let's get started. At number 10, Floor Kids. This is one of those games that you don't expect to be very good when you first look at it, but when you play it, it's absolutely amazing to play, especially if you're a fan of music and breakdancing. This game will have you going from world to world, level to level, busting out your best breakdancing moves and competing against yourself and others for the highest score. In order to accomplish this, you have to press different buttons that deliver an array of different moves. It's a great game that'll leave you coming back for more, and it's completely playable via the touchscreen. Now at number 9 we have Arai. This is one of those open world action-adventure RPGs that are better than we originally thought it would be. The characters are lovable, the environments are gorgeous, and the game appears as if it was taking place somewhere in Asia with different art styles, houses, wonderful non-playable characters in the environment. Speaking of characters, it appears to be a world where both animals and humans speak and coexist. Really interesting game, with a ton of great exploration to be had, as well as some really good combat mechanics. This one is also great on the touchscreen as well. Number 8, Submerged. This is a really peculiar game. It takes place in a world where the natives seem to enjoy a nature-filled environment, but still a technologically advanced society filled with magic and intrigue. The voiceover work is in a completely different language, but it's done very well. The world and the art style are both very beautiful. You play as a brother and a sister who are trying to find their place in the world. It's definitely a great game to play for the adventure seeker. There's not much combat, mostly exploration and puzzle solving, but it's a great game to play with both physical controllers or touchscreen. Number 7, Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. This is a game that is for people who are fans of action RPGs, in the same vein as something like Xenoblade Chronicles. The game starts out in a ship where you're having conversations with the crew, when suddenly, you end up shipwrecked and stranded on a cursed island. There, you and the other shipwrecked passengers form a village to challenge fearsome beasts and explore mysterious ruins. The game seems to control great with touchscreen and definitely with the physical gamepad. Number 6, Moto GP 20. If you're a fan of sim racing games, this is the way to go, especially if you're a fan of sim motorcycle racing games specifically. While these games are really tough to control, and there is a tough learning curve for sure, you begin to get used to the controls after a bit, and the game gets really fun. This one in particular offers a ton of options to play through, including a career mode that is full-fledged and perfect for the hardcore racing fan. At number 5, Bronos, Before the Ashes. This is a game that is very similar to something like Breath of the Wild, but it takes place in a much more modern world. This is an action-adventure RPG game that packs an interesting twist. Every time you die, you lose a year of your life. So be careful, because the older you get, it seems, the harder it is to complete the game. A lot of games on this list were played on the iPhone, but this one we played on the iMac, and it plays amazingly on the big screen with an Xbox Series X controller. At number 4, Hitman, World of Assassination. The Hitman series has a long, storied history in the stealth genre. This one in particular is the first of the series of 3 games. You get to play through numerous exotic locations as you try to sneak your way through places, completing assassination jobs, and trying to fit into the environment by doing something as crazy as stealing somebody else's clothing. This one also plays great on touchscreen, so feel free to take out your phone and play it anywhere. Now at number 3, Little Nightmares 2. Probably one of our favorite series on the channel. It has fun platforming with tons of great puzzles and horror-like environment that isn't outright horror-filled, but has time where the implied horror is worse than anything it shows you. The controls in these games have always been a little bit weird, but it plays surprisingly well via the touchscreen controls. This is a game that we've wanted to come to mobile natively for a long time now, so it's great to have it there, available via streaming. Now number 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is a fantastic game for the lover of the hack and slash genre. Not only is the game really fun as you jump from platform to platform, but it also packs a great story and an exciting style of gameplay that is very reminiscent of something like the new Tomb Raider reboots. The game also has amazing action where you block bullets with your lightsabers and beat up some baddies with it as well. The world, the characters, and the story are so good that even someone who's not a fan of the series can get into this one. The game also plays really well with touch controls, with only the real drawback being that the control tutorials appear so small on the screen that you'll have to squint to view them sometimes. Definitely want to recommend this one. It's a return to form for Star Wars games and you will have a great time with it. And finally, at number 1, Resident Evil Biohazard, also known as Resident Evil 7. Another game that is absolutely stunning, especially if you're a fan of horror games. This one packs a punch when it comes to horror. One of the games that plays exactly like a Hollywood horror film. It was such a departure from the other games that played via the third-person view because this one took a first-person approach. The first-person approach mixed with the great environments and super creepy characters made for an absolutely amazing game that is a must-play on any platform, including Stadia. Not to mention it has a bevy of DLC that will give you a great time once you're done with the campaign. Some of the best DLC ever made, in my personal opinion. And with that, that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Those were a ton of great games we just talked about, and they say that Stadia has no good games. Well, definitely has some. And you'll be getting a bang for your buck if you're playing these games. Either way, let us know which of these games you like best in the comments below. We love talking to you guys. And even if you play any of these on a different platform, we'd love to talk to you about it because these are some great games. You can also talk with us on our Discord server. Info will be in the video description. And remember to like and subscribe for more videos like these. Lastly, check out our Twitter account for gameplay of the latest releases. And most importantly, remember, always stay one up. See you next time.